The Good Life Cafe was a small cafe where people went every morning to get a nice cup of coffee and something to eat or drink. For a number of years, the Good Life Cafe was known as a place where people could come and feel as if they were in a home away from home. The customer service there was top-notch, and the reviews about the coffee and food spoke for themselves. Tara was a 24-year-old high school dropout who worked as a waitress at the Good Life Cafe. The Good Life Cafe. Aside from her beautiful, piercing blue eyes and her angelic smile, most of the customers who frequented the cafe knew Tara as one of the cutest waitresses who worked there. The main reason why Tara worked there was to raise some money to take care of her sick mother. Whenever Tara was at the cafe, she would forget her troubles and put a smile on her face as she focused on her tasks for the day. One morning, Tara went to the cafe as usual to start her day's work. This particular morning was a difficult one for Tara because her mother's health had deteriorated, which was causing Tara to worry. She had spent the night without sleep caring for her sick mother. When Tara arrived at the cafe that morning, she helped clean and set up the tables. Shortly after the cafe put up its open for business sign, customers began to arrive. About an hour after the cafe opened, Tara had just served a few customers their orders. A man in a neatly pressed blue suit walked in carrying a small briefcase. He didn't say a word to anyone. The man walked straight up to an empty table and threw his briefcase down on the seat in a grumpy manner before taking a seat. As Tara had finished serving her orders, she walked over to the man and asked for his order. "Good morning, sir. Welcome to the Good Life Cafe. May I take your order, please?" Taylor asked politely with a smile. The man didn't even look at her because he was on his phone when Tara approached. "I would like a cup of black coffee, no sugar," the man replied, still without looking at Tara. "Would you like some pastry or something to eat with it?" Tara asked again. The man did not answer this time. Tara waited a minute before asking again. "Excuse me, sir, would you like some? You heard me the first time, didn't you? If I wanted something to eat or drink, don't you think I would have asked for that?" said the man very rudely. "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll be right back with your order." Tara apologized and walked away. A few minutes after Tara placed the man's order, she returned with a steaming cup of black coffee. But just as Tara was about to serve the man his order, an accident occurred. A child running from his mother bumped into Tara, and she accidentally spilled the coffee on the man's right hand, as well as his cell phone. "Dude, are you blind? Or what?" the man said angrily as the coffee spilled on him. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry." Taylor apologized as she rushed to grab some napkins from the next table to clean the man's arm. "You're so clumsy. Why do you even work here?" "It wasn't on purpose, sir," Tara stammered as she tried to clean the coffee stain from the man's suit. "Get off me. The last thing I want you to do is ruin my expensive suit," the man said as he pushed Tara away. With that, he grabbed his briefcase and walked out of the cafe. Angrily, Tara looked around as soon as the man left the cafe. She saw the other customers and waitresses staring at her. She was so embarrassed, but she forced a smile and walked away with the half cup of coffee in one hand and the tray and napkins in the other. When Tara got to the back of the cafe, she burst into tears and cried her eyes out. The last few days had been hard on her, and this morning's incident had made things worse. After crying from the embarrassment and frustration she felt, Tara did some positive self-talk, and when she was calm, she walked back into the cafe as if nothing had happened. No one knew it, but the man Tara had met at the coffee shop was very prominent in her state and his name was Connor. That evening, after all the hustle and bustle of the day, Connor returned to his small and quiet home as he tried to sleep. The events of that day replayed in his mind. I shouldn't have spoken or treated her like that. It was very rude of me. Connor soliloquized, then sighed with regret. The thing was, it wasn't just Tara who was having a hard time. Connor was too. He had recently lost his mother, who had been his best friend. Her death was a huge blow to Connor. Growing up, his mother was all he had. His father had left her when he was only 5 years old. He had worked hard to make her proud, and in many ways he had succeeded, but the one thing he wished for, the one dream he couldn't fulfill, was for her to meet his children and see the legacy she had helped create. The stress of grief had taken its toll on him. Fighting to control his emotions, he snapped at the young waitress for a minor inconvenience. The loss of his mother had overwhelmed him and turned him into a bitter and unkind version of himself as he left the cafe that morning. The sting of the hot coffee on his hand was nothing compared to the guilt he felt. Now he knew he had been completely out of line. Connor promised himself that he would go back the next day and make things right. That was the only way he would be at peace with himself. Tara, on the other hand, tried to put it all out of her mind. When Tara started working at the Good Life Cafe, she had a simple rule that she followed all the time. What happens at work stays at work, and what happens at home stays at home. It was this simple rule that allowed Tara to go to work every day like a new person, without letting her personal life interfere with her work life. The next day, as usual, Tara went to the cafe early in the morning and helped clean and set the tables before the cafe opened. Around 11 a.m., Tara was cleaning up a table she had just served when she saw Connor walk into the cafe. Initially, when Tara saw Connor, her heart skipped a beat because of the incident that had happened the day before. In an attempt to avoid serving him or making eye contact with him, Tara tried to get away in a hurry when she saw Connor walking in her direction. But she was too late. "Hello, miss, good morning." Connor greeted Tara in a very calm tone. "Good morning, sir." Tara replied with a forced smile. "What's your order, please?" she added. "Oh no, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to see you." Connor said. "See me?" Tara asked in shock. "I know you're still upset about what happened yesterday, and I'm deeply sorry. Did I ruin your suit?" Tara said at once. "Please forget about the suit. I was just being a brat, and please stop apologizing." Connor said I was the one who should apologize. "I shouldn't have talked to you or treated you the way I did, and I'm really sorry." Connor said, "Oh," Tara said, confused. "Am I forgiven?" Connor asked as he winked cutely and gave Tara the puppy eye. "Yes, you're forgiven." Tara smiled. "Thank you." "Tara," Connor said after taking a quick look at Tara's name tag. "For her name." "I'm Connor," he said as he reached out for a friendly handshake. "That reminds me. I have something for you." "Consider this my apology gift," Connor said. Then he reached into his briefcase, pulled out a white envelope, and handed it to Tara. "Oh, you don't have to do that. We're friends now," Tara said, blushing. "If we're really friends, you won't refuse my gift. Please take this, Tara. I will feel so much better if you do." Connor insisted without another word. Tara took the envelope from Connor. When she opened it in front of him, she covered her mouth in shock and began to cry. The envelope contained $20. "I don't deserve this," Tara said as she fought back tears. "No, Tara, you're wrong. You deserve this and more." Connor said, and then hugged her. Tara was so overwhelmed that she did not even care that she had caused a scene in the cafe. "Thank you, Connor." "Thanks, I don't even have a word for it." Tara said, "You're welcome, Tyra. I hope to see you again soon," Connor said. Then he picked up his briefcase and walked out of the cafe with a satisfied look on his face. After Tara received the gift of money, her life changed faster than she expected. She was able to take care of her mother's hospital bills and return to college. Tara continued to work at the cafe, but only when her school schedule allowed. Connor was touched by their meeting and the subsequent change in his behavior. He made an effort to visit the cafe more often, and the two formed a strong friendship and bond that lasted for many years in the Good Life Cafe. The importance of extending grace to others, even in the face of frustration or personal struggle, was highlighted by a simple mishap. The spilled coffee served as a reminder that everyone carries burdens we may not see, and a little kindness can go a long way in brightening someone else's day.